Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Jakarash here. Welcome back to Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Woo! Enkidu. I believe that's from the Epic of Gilgamesh, or whatever it's called. Anyway, Hydra multi-turret. Speaking of mythoses, is that even a word? Mythos. Mythos plural. I don't know. I've seen my preview screen flicker occasionally. I don't know if that means it's gonna show up in the recording or not, but hopefully not. Galactic Federation scan system. Please scan lore. Planet Norian. Okay, on the fringe. Of course, we've actually heard an audio transcript of that data log already. I just love the physical interactions in this game. It's one of the reasons I really love it. You can also tell it was one of only two, or let me just rephrase this altogether. It's the only Prime game that was designed for the Wii. I say the only Prime game because it's not the only Metroid game on the Wii. The other one is Other M. Injury source phase on. Sound like I said injury source. But, I mean, technically that works too. There be enemies in here, eh? Energy grenade. There's suffered fatal wounds from friendly fire. Oh dear. Heart failure due to extreme cranial trauma. Life is so fragile. Welding repair is necessary. An upgrade required. Teasing, are we? Ow. Oh, you guys actually managed to hit me. As you did a better strategy Two of you, oh man, firing and unshielded at the same time. Oh, shoot. Ah! Freaking Jolly Roger drone. Goodbye. I don't want to deal with the likes of you. Pure Jovian steel. Controls are offline. Impervious to your weaponry. Power conduit A is inactive. Power conduit C is inactive. Power conduit B is inactive. Something I really hope Prime 4 does is continue the weaponization of the grapple beam. Control tower doors are locked shut until all generators can be brought back online. Lock tumbler A powered down. Generator A access. Or is broken away, exposing heat energy coils. Avoid contact to prevent energy. Pump interval at 5 seconds, you say? Whee! Makes sense, there's quite the number of Marine corpses in there. Whoa. Wow, you took a missile and you still didn't die? I'm impressed. Well, what I was saying is, makes sense there are a lot of Marine corpses in there, given that that's like the vestibule between the generator access doors. Brimstone. That's either a mineral from Prime 1 or Prime 2. I note that because in Prime 1 and Prime 2, the minerals names aren't the same. But in this one, it's reusing one of them, so that's nice. I'm pretty sure Brimstone is something found on Tallinn 4. Ergo, the first Prime. Hunter Gore. Subject is a veteran of the Liberation War of Wotan 7, which apparently this is another spelling of Woden. or Odin as people call him nowadays. Only 6% of Subject's birth body remains, the rest is state-of-the-art cyberware. Despite his career in heavy cybernetic modification, Subject is known for his high level of empathy and compassion. Gorr is rather gentle and approaches situations logically, but is not the most skilled of fighters. Intel suggests he even has a sense of humor. Subject has often championed the weak, poor, and downtrodden, working for free or giving bounty money earned to the victims of his targets. Subject can merge his cybernetic body into larger mechanisms, including gunships and fightercraft. This merging will alter Gorr's personality, and he will become incredibly aggressive and violent. Data indicates a high proficiency with computer infiltration and manipulation. High level of mechanical empathy with artificial intelligence. Now, what's interesting about Gorr is that his body is very similar to a pirate militia. And the pirate militia are specifically slaves and criminals within the Space Pirate faction. So it seems to be implying that Gorr was a slave or criminal within the Space Pirate faction. And was either freed or escaped. And basically dedicated his life to undoing the damage of space pirates. Or basically doing the exact opposite of space pirates, because like down here it talks about how he's known for his high level of empathy and compassion, and he's gentle, and he champions the weak, poor, and downtrodden, that is the most vulnerable, and even works for free or gives his bounty money to victims of his targets. So he's a very charitable fighter. In other words, like the polar opposite of a space pirate. And if indeed he was a slave, a former slave or criminal of the space pirates, then that would make sense why it seems he would dedicate his life to like liberating the victims of the space pirates or something like that, because he himself would have experienced the horror of such. And then also what's interesting is how it mentions how whenever he merges with anything mechanical, including his own battle armor / gunship, his personality shifts to being aggressive and violent. So it's kind of like, so he's got like sort of this split personality thing going on, which seems a lot like he's having, it triggers a PTSD episode or something whenever he merges with, say, his battle armor. But yeah. He's, Gorr's character is, very underrated. He's a very solid dude. Hunter Rundus. Subject is a native of Phrygia, submoon of planet Bess 3. Old Bessie. No, known primarily for ice mining. The Phrygian and generate ice has come in handy in Subject's career as a bounty hunter. Intel suggests he enjoys hunting to the point where he keeps trophies from all the targets he successfully captured or killed in his career. Subject is proud, cocky, and arrogant, and considers himself without rival in his field. Not exactly sure what the difference is intended to be in these adjectives, but they do have a slight difference. And it's kind of like in the Jewish language, whenever there's like a lot of repetition or redundancy, it's intended to make a point. Enter Gandreda. Subject homeworld unknown, possesses metamorphic ability similar to the biomorphs of Jovia 12. Now, last time we encountered a shape-shifting being whose origin was unknown was the creature Gorea from Metroid Prime Hunters, who was like the devil incarnate, basically. Anyway, can assume the form and abilities of most living things, including bioforms considerably larger than the subject. Scans are unable to determine subject's age, but Psyche Eval suggests a high degree of youthfulness. Intel suggests that bounty hunting is akin to a sport for her, one she enjoys considerably. Subject perceives the veteran hunter Samus Aran as her chief rival, a rival she intends to surpass as soon as possible. Okay, so already painting Gandreda or suggesting a bit of hostility from Gandreda already. Jump mine. Jump mine was invented or developed by the Space Pirates as a cheap alternative to an armed trooper. The jump mine scans its surroundings until it detects an enemy target and then triggers a small thruster. Jumping to that distance in the air. Once launched, its weapon pod is engaged, saturating the local area with fire. It explodes afterwards to prevent use by enemy forces. I see. Nice little detail about the missiles in this game is that you can actually see it as it launches. In Prime 1 and 2, you can't really see the actual body of the missile. But in this, you can. Pirate Trooper, battle ready and vicious, crudely enhanced by Phazon. The Space Pirate military forces continue to use Phazon, including a new Phazon enhancement system. Basic armament includes an assault rifle and energy scythe, both powered by Phazon. EMP grenades are often employed against power-armored foes. A new dash jet system provides increased mobility. Yes. Looking crustacean humanoid as always. Except in Prime 1. They're more like these hunchback bug rodent things. Which is possibly why, or part of why I dislike them, or dislike their design. It's because it strays from the traditional crustacean humanoid look. Anyway, Space Pirate ATC, well armored transport forward vent is vulnerable. The Space Pirate Armored Tactical Carrier, or ATC, is surprisingly well built and armored, A forward-mounted heat vent is its only vulnerable spot. Tri-beam cannons help the unit deal out damage while on missions. Designed for rapid transit to and from hot zones, the unit is not designed for long-term engagements. It has a relatively small fuel supply, a sacrifice made for heavier armament and armor. Also nice, for those who've played Zero Mission or watched cutscenes from Zero Mission, they may recall the mothership in Zero Mission has that look in front, the triangular bit with sort of the mouthpiece in front. And then the glimpse you get of the frigate in Prime 2 also has that look. Oh, hello. Shield Pirate Militia. Some members of the Pirate Militia have been granted use of regular Army Trooper equipment. This unit has been given the portable battle shield. Its portability is its weakness, however. Remove it from the pirate's grip to eliminate its primary defense system. The shield is also susceptible to Phazon-based attacks. It's kind of teasing that you're going to be using Phazon-based attacks. I just love how the grapple beam is implemented in this game. I really hope they continue it in Prime 4. Maybe even something we haven't seen before, like being able to swing an enemy around and throwing them into somebody else. Anyway, Aero Trooper. Jetpack provides aerial mobility. Homing attacks recommended. Air troopers are dangerous foes, but their lack of armor leaves them vulnerable to explosive blasts. A weakness also lies in the jetpack. Igniting it will allow the pack to use twin remote attack pods to engage targets. The attack pods are capable of using a particle cannon or a helix missile pod. They can tap their Phazon power unit to warp from point to point. Helix missile pod. Sounds pretty cool. He was actually on the ground for a second. I find it funny that the log for this thing says it's surprisingly well built. I mean, sure, I guess the space pirates don't take a whole lot of precautionary measures when constructing things, but still, I mean, the space pirates themselves are responsible for great scientific breakthroughs, so like surrounded. Not anymore. Show off.
These pirates are more fragile than they appear.
Well, it's easy for you to say.
The Federation is allowing all bounty hunters to use ship command devices. You should now be able to remotely command your ship and land it here. Don't forget to perform suit maintenance and data backup if you need. Generator A is just through those doors. While you head that way, I'll activate the generator on the west side. Between the two of us, this should be a breeze.
Yeah, teamwork. It's like a alien cross between Frozone and Batman. I also really like the ship interactions with this game. I really hope we see more of that in Prime 4. It kind of looks like a Tesla logo on my windshield. Samus uses Tesla coils in her ship, confirmed. Elon Musk is going to bring about the Federation. That's what SpaceX is, just the precursor of the Galactic Federation this whole time. Hey. Excuse you. Ow. Oh, hello. Say cheese. Jolly Roger drone. The Jolly Roger drone is designed for quick aerial maneuvers, but this comes at the cost of survivability. The fragile armor of the unit, vulnerable to weapons fire of any type, the Jolly Roger is based on Federation tech, but has been considerably upgraded, powered by Phazon. The mechanoid can be a serious threat in battle, especially in groups. It's like if a crayfish could fly and shoot lasers. Which I think it's neat that the general space pirate design is crustacean. It's because they're pirates. Get it? For the record, though, kind of like how some people are really bothered by spiders, I am bothered by crabs, personally. I'm not sure what it is, it's just they're like exoskeletal, and they got pincers, and they walk weird, and they have these weird eyeballs, and it just kind of creeps me out. You pirates had one job. You're supposed to blow that thing up.
Samus, are you reading me? Something big is happening up here. What in the name of...
Also has a
Samus
shell
is heading
design
right
of some
at you.
sort.
That's why the pirates disabled the defense system. They intend to smash this thing into Norion. Get that cannon back online, or everyone down there is as good as dead.
Noted. Open up the envelope! Thank you. Oh. Fortunately, these guys have the aim of stormtroopers. It does make for a cool cutscene, though. Nice. Federation PD Marine. Advanced armor suit is equipped with Phazon enhancement device. The Federation has created a system that utilizes Phazon to increase the power of the armor worn by GF Marines. While active, the Phazon unit enhances the attack and defense systems of the armor suit. Neat.
Samus, I'm with the PED Delta Squad. My Phazon enhanced weaponry should be able to hold off any more trouble. I'll guard this area while you head on to the next generator.
Righto, boyo.
What the heck is that?
Relax. It's just Ridley. Wonder if he was attacking Rundas then. Because oh no, wait a minute. That's where Generator C is.
Hostile eliminated.
Nice.
There's some pirate traps up ahead. Be careful.
Thanks for the tip. Like my thing is like, oh, it's just Ridley, just nonchalantly. It's like this story about Martin Luther, the guy who started the Protestant Reformation. Basically, it's like the guy was visited and tormented by Satan himself a lot. And one night, he wakes up in the middle of the night, and there's the devil himself standing right by him, by his bed. And he's like, oh, it's you. And he just goes back to sleep. I always love that story. Also, go Gore. And Gore is the heavyweight champion of the world! Literally heavyweight.
This is warning. I will stay here to protect the area.
What the? Sorry about that. Don't know what that was all about. But yeah, see how he looks like a pirate militia?
Proceed quickly to Generator C.
And reactivate the defense system before we're all vaporized. Go on, get out of here.
There's that personality change we've heard about. Okay. Can I shoot?
Our scans of the meteor have detected massive quantities of Phazon. It could be some sort of bomb.
Could be.
Enemy hostile down. South hub entrance secure. We'll keep this area clear while you head to the generator. The generator is at the end of this section. Hurry, Samus. There isn't much time before that meteor hits.
Noted. This weekend it could only be destroyed by a strong force. That's not important though. Hello. Jolly Roger drones, my favorite. Apparently here at that. It's like, I told you. Get away. Actually, I didn't, but you know.
The meteor will enter the planet's atmosphere soon. There is no time to emphasize.
Working on it. Oh, hello, blue boy. This is one of those ways corruption is a parallel of fusion. In that Ridley is blue in this. Or Meta Ridley is anyway. And fusion is the only other example of Ridley being blue. Or, in that case, Ridley X. Or Neo Ridley.
Samus, I was able to get Generator B back online. If you need any help. Here they come again.
Oh, there you go. Teamwork. Thanks, Rondus. Sorry about that. The cardboard box my microphone was sitting on tipped over. Oh, that pirate had a purple eye. That pirate is a spy. See?
Space Pirate Grey is definitely not my style. The machines aren't my thing either, so I'll let you get this generator back online. Thanks, Sammy.
Okay, first of all, the name is Samus. Don't disrespect. Secondly, what's your excuse exactly? Oh, I'm too hot to be working with dirty machines. I mean, lady, have you seen what I look like underneath this suit? Oh boy. I'm just saying.
Samus, our efforts to slow the meteor have failed. You must hurry.
Working on it. Also, Miss Hot Purple Pants just wasn't really helping out. I mean, sure, she like killed all the pirates there, but let's be real here. I could have done that too. Easily.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Leave me alone, will ya?
I forget the pirate's name who came up with the Jolly Roger flag. I would like to know also why it's called the Jolly Roger. Oh, old Jolly, or old Roger here is so jolly, he's nothing but bones. Hello there. Now look what you did. Now for Metroid's reenactment of Gandalf versus the Balrog. Meta Ridley. Durable armor skin protects body fire. Plasma attacks from mouth. Target's body is covered with incredibly durable armor skin, making it difficult to damage. All parts of the body are protected except for the mouth, where Meta Ridley fires his plasma-powered weaponry. Observing target may reveal additional target points. Target will use powerful plasma-based ranged attacks along with potent melee strikes. I see. Cool. Alright, I'll stop. Ow. This is a unique countdown, since it's the only one that is related to falling. Just push me around like that? In the words of Anthony Higgs, "Hey punk, don't you know how to treat a lady?" That part was so unnecessary. I mean, it was obvious they're like making Anthony Higgs like a sort of love interest for Samus. So I guess they just had to figure out some way to put Samus in a damsel in distress situation, but it was just executed so poorly. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not opposed to the idea of Samus having a love interest, but I'm just saying how they made that whole part with Anthony Higgs saving the day. That part was just so unnecessary. Mostly just how, like, I mean, there were so many things wrong with that part. And, you know, again, don't get me wrong, I actually love Metroid Other M. But that part is pretty unforgivable, I will say. Boom! Nice. Got Samus finishing Ridley off like a badass, and Rundus coming in clutch to the rescue. That took a while.
That was a little too hot for my liking. Well done, Samus. But now you owe me one. I already took care of Generator B, so I'll leave it to you to get this final generator back online. With that, we can activate the cannon. When you're done, head to the control room. I'll meet you
Nice.
there.
What's interesting is that his face seems to glow whenever he talks. Or at least when he talks there. Plasma generator.
Attention all personnel. Meteor impact will occur in 4 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Samus, all efforts to stop the meteor have failed. Now that the control system is back online, it remains our last chance to stop the meteor. You must get to the control tower and fire the defense cannon. We are uploading the location of the control tower to you now.
Alright. If it seemed like I was stalling to exit the door, it's because I was. The reason is if she's not done talking to you before you exit, then it's like, buddy, you made a big mistake. But anyway, if she's not done talking to you before you exit, then she'll repeat from the very beginning after that cutscene. This is also a unique countdown, which, yeah, 2 countdowns back to back. But yeah, this is also a unique countdown because this is the only countdown that is only verbally indicated. All other countdowns have a display of some kind, a counter display. Open up! I know this is the generator room and the game is taking a while to load it. But we got no time for this! Open up!
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Thanks for the sentiment. Hunter Gandreda, metamorphic bioform able to mimic numerous energy or enemy units? I don't know. Gandreda possesses the metamorphic ability to assume the form and abilities of other creatures. This talent has led many to seek her out for stealth and reconnaissance missions. Despite her powerful combat capabilities, details on the subject's origins and age are unknown, but her unique traits have made her a sought-after hunter for missions. Is that so? Your bones are a little strange there, lady. It's like your limbs are made of rib cages as well. It's kind of cool, actually.
Faster than you think.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Rundus is capable of generating and manipulating ice. This trait is common among inhabitants of the moon Phrygia, but Rundus is one of the few who have used this ability for bounty hunting. Subject is known for getting results, but considers himself without peer. His arrogant demeanor has led him to mainly seek solo missions and rarely work with others. Except me. I'm not actually moving him, by the way. My nunchuck is malfunctioning. Okay, there we go. That fixed it.
If we don't make it to the top in time, we can kiss this planet goodbye.
Hey, relax. We're the good guys. Justice will prevail and all that stuff. Right, Samus?
Here, let's do this.
Rundus is such a chill dude. Pun intended. Oh, it's that music again. Who could it be? Yeah, what now? Try something. I heard that laugh. Oh, okay. That's a nice trick you got there. Oh, you get to fly too. That's exciting. Atta girl, Samus. Mustering all the strength she has left to finish the job. What's interesting is that moments before impact, all the pirates disappear. Maybe you just don't want to be in the vicinity at all. Which, yeah, you would definitely not want to be on the planet. Alright. Sleep it off, you've earned it. Well, maybe not that long, but okay, no, I'm just kidding. She could use a long nap.
She's coming too. Can you hear me, Samus?
Status corrupted. Which, side note, props to the Federation for actually having technology that could stop a Leviathan seed. Because I think the Chozo tried, I know the Luminoth tried, the Space Pirates themselves tried, but all failed to stop a Leviathan seed. The Federation was the only one that had technology to actually stop a Leviathan seed, which is pretty impressive. Oh, hello.
Vital signs are stable. Welcome back, Samus. You've been asleep for quite some time. A month, to be exact. We feared we'd lost you. Thanks to your great work, Norion is now safe. At the end of the battle, we found you and the other hunters all
Glad to hear it.
unconscious. Our medical examinations then yielded surprising results. Your bodies are now, somehow, self-generating Phazon. What's even stranger is that there are no negative effects to your health. This led us to investigate if we could make effective use of this Phazon. During the invasion on Norian, you must have noticed some powerful troopers in new suits. They were wearing what we call Phazon enhancement devices, or PEDs. We integrated this same Phazon enhancement device into your armor while repairing your damaged bodysuit. Troopers wearing this device have Phazon pumped to
It's
their
like I've got a
weapons from an
cross
external
on my
backpack.
suit
This
now.
gives them an extra boost in firepower. But in your case, think about it. With this Phazon coursing through your body, you can fuel the PED using your own internal energy. Pretty effective, don't you think? Why don't you try the PED now? Seal the room. Initiate PED program.
Recharging energy reserves.
Oh, shoot.
Recharging energy reserves. Training complete.
You must have noticed during this test that hypermode possesses devastating power. Over the past month, we've learned the hard way just how powerful our enemies are. To deal with them, you'll need the firepower of the PED suit. Make good use of it. Now that you are familiar with the workings of the PED device, the Aurora Unit 242 would like to meet with you. There are many pressing matters to discuss. The AU chamber is located just off the command bridge. You'd better get going. Good luck. Oh, and one more thing. After 25 seconds, the safety feature automatically ends hypermode. You'll have to keep paying attention.
Noted. Checking myself out. Feel kind of inept not blasting all of those things in one go, which is what you're supposed to do. GFMK 6 Biopod. Status normal. Unit is used to perform medical procedures of extreme difficulty. Biopod control platform. Federation medics use this during procedures involving biopods. That's probably Dr. Wells that you hear over the intercom. Phazon. Phazon is a substance of extragalactic origin. Confirmed. It is a highly radioactive ore with extreme mutagenic properties. It has certain biological qualities, including the ability to reproduce itself. Exposure to Phazon often affects the brains of sentient beings, causing erratic, destructive behavior. It is also a potent source of energy, surpassing even fuel gel in pure output potential. It must be handled carefully, as it can cause Phazon sickness if used incorrectly. Phazon enhancement device. It's designed to harness the energy of Phazon minerals, originally discovered on Ether for a new Federation weapon system, being tested by a battalion. I remember the audio data log that you hear of that was actually used in a trailer for Prime 3. And it was showing like the GF Marines battling various pirates with the PED. Pretty cool trailer. MK-13 Twin Hydra multi-turret unit has 4 rail cannons ready. Units targeting system is engaged.
A pleasure to meet you, Samus.
What's that thing over there? Can't tell what that is. Didn't look like a ship. Maybe it was the front of a ship, like one of those Griffin class frigates. And now we're coming from this end. Open up! Quarantine procedures, eh? I've heard that before. Can't go back to the ship yet.
We've got a job to do here. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now.
Alright. I'll leave you to it.
Aren't you Samus Aran? It's an honor to meet you. Greetings, Samus.
I'm sorry, I'm on duty. I can't talk.
Such dutiful creatures. There's the ball.
Can I help you?
Maybe.
A pleasure to meet you, Samus. A pleasure to meet you, Samus.
I feel like I've heard that somewhere before.
Thank goodness for you and the other hunters.
Doesn't notice me.
Samus, you made it. Glad to hear you're feeling better. You've been cleared to enter the AU chamber. Please proceed through these doors and up the lift. The Aurora unit is expecting you.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate the regards.
Samus Aran entering AU lift area. Security clearance 5 granted.
Clearance confirmed, G5. Opening chamber vault. That suit looks like a modified PED unit. Only the most elite troopers are allowed to handle that firepower.
Hey, you noticed my new suit. Thank you.
Step onto the communications platform to interface with the Aurora unit.
Alright, will do. Don't worry if this goes south. I'm an expert in fighting killer brain entity. Just kidding. Done.
Welcome, Samus Aran. Let us begin. Time is most critical. During the attempted pirate invasion of Lorien, it was confirmed that 2 nearby planets...
I could listen to this voice in my earphones all day.
These planets are named Brio and Elysia. These Leviathans have impacted and embedded themselves deep into each planet, spreading a virulent phazon carried inside their bodies. The Leviathans must be destroyed. 2 weeks ago, we dispatched Gruntus to Brio, Gore to Elysia, while Gandreda was sent to locate the space pirate stronghold. Like you, they were outfitted with PED devices in order to confront this new threat. We lost contact with all of them 7 days ago, and fear the worst.
That's not good.
In their absence, we need you to travel to these planets and finish their missions. The closest planet is Brio. This will be your first objective. Please be on the lookout for any clues that might help us understand what happened to Runners and the other hunters. Good luck.
Thanks. Aww. Thanks, game.
Samus, the fleet is now moving to the rendezvous location. You will no longer be able to dock with us from this point forward.
Aw, man.
Rest assured, we will keep communication lines open and supply you with information when necessary. Good luck on Brio.
Thanks. Now you can view this thing again. If I can just get it calibrated. Status corrupted. Phazon level 10%. Hyper mode use is 2. That's what all that question mark business was about. Elysia and Brio. Goodbye, Norian. Brio isn't my favorite place to be. Or to visit, rather, but I really do like the planet design. Oh, hello. Let's give you a nice look around. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, God bless, and I hope to see y'all next time. Ciao.